let's start from the turn of the century. I think 23 years back is a good time to start. And that time, largely the Indian military strategic focus was on Pakistan. Because since independence, we had fought 3 wars with Pakistan. 1999, just before the turn of the century, we had fought another war with Pakistan at Kargil. The insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir at that time was very, very heated, and there was infiltration that was coming from Pakistan. So, as I said, the focus at the turn of the century was towards Pakistan. But I think slowly over the next decade, we also started looking at the developments that are taking place along our northern borders. Massive infrastructure development was happening with China. Tibet, road development, railway lines were coming up. And of course, we had an unsettled border with China. I mean, the whole border is actually neither delineated nor demarcated. And it's an unsettled border. And so I think by about 2009-10, we see some attention sort of moving towards the northern borders along the line of actual control, as we call it, and to start focusing a little more on China. And so that's the time when you see some not only infrastructure improvements, but also raisings of additional military forces for that border. But of course, the real turning point has come in 2020. And that's when, we saw very large sort of major movements by PLA along the western border in Ladakh. And we are seeing since then, there's an ongoing standoff, sort of a stalemate that is going on between Indian and PLA soldiers. There is talk about almost 60,000 troops on either side having got deployed along the line of actual control. So slowly now, I think the focus really has shifted from a military security perspective towards what we see is a greater challenge from China. And of course, that's also because what you're seeing in Pakistan today is enormous kinds of crises, political, economic, constitutional, internal security problems. So I think Pakistan is seen as a lesser of a challenge today in India as compared to China.